All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast. My name's Will. David Ruff, how we doing?
I'm doing great, Will. Thank you. I know this isn't the platform to discuss my watching of Lost. It's not a rewatch. I'd never seen it, but I'm in season 3. And real quick, I just want to say, we've gotten to the part of the show where they take background characters who are also on the plane that survived, that have never had speaking parts, and they're just subtly, not so subtly actually, introducing them as if they are like have been a part of it the whole time. And they're just now they're speaking, and it's just weird, and I don't like it. And I'm not one to be critical of J.J. Abrams, but I think it's a miss here. Shout out to his daughter Gracie Abrams, seen her in concert.
He's not very high ranking on my my JJ scale.
Who's your favorite JJ?
Berea?
Watt?
Probably Kale. JJ Kale.
Who's that?
Singer. You've heard his shit, dude.
Oh.
You know you've heard his shit. You just don't realize it. JJ from Coco Melon. He seems like a real one.
Okay.
Did someone say Reddick? He's got some skellies in the claws.
He does?
I don't know.
He's the head coach of the Lakers now.
He put some interesting clauses into his contracts.
Like Santa?
Exactly like Santa. What's the opposite of Santa, actually? Because I think that might be
The opposite of Santa Claus?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah,
it's
the Grinch.
Grinch. Yeah, it's gotta be Grinch.
Okay.
Before he's pre-stealing Christmas.
Right. Pre-good guy Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, KJ would know. KJ is well versed in JJ Redick potential skeletons. They're not really skeletons, but they're, it's weird. Some stuff that you're like, what?
Yeah, maybe skeleton. Maybe they need, what's the word? It's not a skeleton in your closet, but when someone finds out about something, they go, huh? Really? Really? Oh, really?
I don't even know what y'all are like. What's the situation?
There was an agreement with an ex-girlfriend that dealt with what might happen if she became with child.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot different than the agreement that you have with girlfriends that you have them sign.
Which is
the NDA stuff, dude.
Yeah. I like to keep that shit under wraps. You know how it be. I don't know what you're talking
It also
about.
says that they're not allowed to call you Roger Dorn.
Yeah.
They can't look you in the eyes when you're playing Golden Tee.
Mm-hmm. Some dude at Matto Ranchos the other day came up and said, "What's up, Dorn?" in front of Chelsea, and she was like, "Okay."
Can she even fathom what's going on when Dorn gets pulled out?
She knows.
There's a lot of layers. There's levels to that.
I had to explain to her why people in public call me a name that is not my actual name.
Has she seen Major League?
No, but I've explained to her the
Stream Room.
I've never seen
the
it.
origin of
Stream Room.
Y'all should have picked it for Stream Room because I've never seen it.
You've never seen Major League?
No. When I watched baseball movies, it was usually, Angels in the Outfield. Rookie of the year.
Oh, yeah.
I was on that grind.
Oh, Major League's great.
No, I'm not saying it's not. It's
Great,
just one of those. It's one of those baseball movies that's just escaped me.
It's like me not seeing Shrek.
It's worse.
It's not
That's
a baseball
much
movie
worse.
by any means.
Hey, will
but
you watch it for me one day?
Dylan Shivery.
Will you watch it for
Yeah,
me
I'll watch
one
it.
day?
I'll watch
It's
it one day.
probably a movie with balls. Shout out to Kyle.
Very good point. Shout out to Kyle Banduho, dear friend.
We gotta get this book released so people can get it in their hands. What do you want? What's up with you?
No, I'm watching The Boys right now, and it's fun, man. I don't know why it took me so long to get into the show. It's really good. It's really, really entertaining.
I'm not even watching anything right now. I'm just hanging out with my absolute boys.
What's up with this Homelander guy? Are you kidding? The stuff he's up to?
That's a show that will meme you into watching it.
Yeah,
You see,
For sure.
There was a time where it was nothing but Homelander memes, and you're like, oh, well, I gotta get in it.
the meme, the little clip where he is in front of the crowd and he's kind of looks
Realizing?
around. I thought that was AI for so long. The guy has a very AI face. You know what I mean?
There are people with AI face.
He's got AI
Yeah, he's
face.
sitting out there.
Yeah, Brett's
Yeah.
got AI face. Dude, it pissed me off so bad when Brett he did his first ever AI experiment making renderings of himself, and he decided to change every profile picture within 2 hours of it. It's like, Brett, you're going so in on AI right now.
At least we shamed him to change it.
Credit to Brett. He is one of the he's one of the best people I know with AI skills.
He's good with AI.
Dude,
The songs he makes.
He's kind of dialed it back.
I think Randy's optimized his entire job and he's not even working right now. Are you working right now, Randy?
Yes, I'm working. No, I'm actually just sitting here doing nothing. That would be even worse. That would somehow be worse if I had to sit here.
Yeah.
And then AI did my whole job and I sit here doing just raw dog the pod.
Yeah. I mean, you could be watching a movie or something and listening to stuff on your headphones.
I guess that's what actually, that's how I used to listen to Touching Base was I would watch tutorials at my old job because my boss was like, I don't know, do something like watch tutorials or something. I would just be listening to you guys while I was watching a tutorial. I wasn't actually watching.
Randy's just texting his absolute geckos.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
When I got my foot run over by a car and I couldn't walk for a couple months, I set up a second monitor at my desk at my job. That was pretty much just where I watched soccer throughout that period of my life. It was a great time. Just sneaking in some footy with the lads every morning was just a nice little bump in my step. Not that kind.
Oh, that's where my mind immediately went.
Pothole.
Since I do so much cocaine.
Stop, dude. That's not nice.
Pothole, Dylan.
Pothole.
I did go out and assess the situation out there. I have seen 0 potholes out there. So I have decided that it's officially just their way of saying speed bump or look out. They're just screaming pothole.
Beware.
I don't really have a lot of solutions at this point. I'm thinking about just maybe setting up a Gatorade stand for them, handing them paper cups of Gatorade as they go by next time, and just kind of get on their good side almost. Just be like, hey, we're awake over here, but our kids are sleeping. Here's some Gatorade.
Yeah.
Let's talk later.
What if they hit you with a pothole? What if they have to double pothole now?
Like, some assholes in the road with Gatorade.
Each one of them.
How big is the Peloton? How many people deep?
I thought you were talking about mine. I was like,
Nah,
not
no,
really.
no.
It's pretty normal size.
I use the right terminology there, yeah?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't really know how they refer to it. Just in
What kind of numbers are they doing?
from the sounds of it, at least 20. It's a big group. It's a big group.
Dude.
It's a big group.
I couldn't get 20 people together to exercise with me if I do it like a year-long
Yeah,
campaign.
but dude,
I get, like,
these
4
run
people.
clubs in these big cities have taken
Dude,
off so much.
That's true. That's true.
Luckily, I don't live in a rub club territory, but I would not be real happy if I stumbled upon a run club. If I was out for a nice stroll,
I'd be
or
so
drive.
beaten down if I was trying to run around the trail in Austin one day and there's just like a 300-person run club in front of me. I'd be like, not only do I feel like a loser, but I don't know. Run clubs, come on, just go run.
Everybody fucking, huh?
I was driving on
Yeah, is that a horny play?
on Barton Springs the other day, and I saw a group of 25 dudes, early mid-20s,
Absolutely.
with towels over their shoulders, walk into the Barton Springs pool, and I was like, man, I couldn't get that many people together if I spent 2 months campaigning for it. Hey, come on, guys! I want to do this swim day. I get you guys won't even show up,
right,
Bitch.
right.
Get,
I went to James's party under a
2
lot of
people.
scrutiny.
It'd be like James and Randy, and that'd be it.
You could get
Just
5
stop.
people. You could get 5.
Maybe. I'm from this town. This is my town.
I just
Shit.
with kids in the mix, I just don't even reach out to people that don't come to shit anymore. You're off the list. You ain't getting texted.
Yeah.
You don't show up to anything. I text you all the time, and you're just like, "What do you?" You're just
I show up to everything that I'm able to show up to.
It would be weird if I saw you walking with 25 other dudes in your age bracket, walking to Barton Springs.
Just to get a little swim off.
Yeah,
Where's-
no,
are
I
you
would
sure
be
it
in
wasn't
that
just
age
8?
demo?
And they had the aura of triple the man.
It was a mob of
Were they
dudes.
hot? No glaze.
I didn't really get they were pretty generic looking white dudes.
What? Whenever I see a group of dudes walking in Austin, I just assume it's like a bachelor party.
It could have been. It was over the weekend.
I'm always amazed when dudes have 24 people bachelor parties. Our dude Harbs had a 40th birthday party in Mexico and 45 people showed up.
It's incredible.
I don't know if I could get 45 people to show up at my house for a party, let alone go to Mexico for me.
If I started a text thread of everyone I wanted to invite, I would get to 12. I'd be like, I don't know who else. I'd be like, that's about it, man.
It's almost like male friendships dying after the age of 35.
It's so true. Sad and true.
It's big facts, dude. Hey, announcement time. Guess what? Guess what? I've already started writing my my washed Substack newsletter this week. I'm reprising an old series. I don't think it's the one that people want, but it's an old series nonetheless.
I want it because I
If
read
you're
the
into really
first one
dark
and loved
Coco
it.
Melon humor, do I have a newsletter for you this week?
That's good.
Washed.substack.com. Go subscribe for the newsletter. It'll be in your inbox every Friday morning. I have a motion I'd like to put. I have a big motion. If all of our stuff is done for the newsletter, I'd like to lobby to send the newsletter out an hour earlier than we're sending it out. I think it needs to hit the people's inboxes by 7 a.m. Central Time.
Usually it's ready before 7 a.m. the day that it launches, so we can probably make that happen.
I think 7's the move.
Okay.
I think it's the move.
All right. Hey, say less.
It's like sending a scheduled tweet at like 7:01,
Dude.
because you know the big brands are going to send theirs at 7. So we would zag at Grand X and we would do like 7:01 or
No,
7:02.
Micah would legitimately launch Touching Base episodes at like 7:03 a.m. or whatever. Like he'd go 03 because he said that the way that iTunes would comb for new episodes was on the hour or something. So there was a part of me that was like, wait, so if we don't do it at 7, you're doing it at 7:03, does it take another 57 minutes for it to comb and recognize that there's a new episode? Or are we going to be at the top of the pile when they get delivered to people's phones? Like, I feel like he might have been big braining it so much that it actually
overthinking.
backfired.
Yeah. I feel like
'Cause if
trying
there's-
to game the system, we ended up getting
You
played.
big brained it too hard.
And then Rob Fox told me early on, he goes, yeah, I always schedule for 7:01 just so that any other media sites that do 7, I just know that we're above them on the timeline. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. I'm going to
That's
do
what
that.
everybody did when
That's
I got
not
there.
bad.
I did on the 05 or the 35. How do we talk about this? Anyway, youtube.com/circling back. And tomorrow, Dylan's Track House, youtube.com/watch media. Come join us. It's been merch week for the last 2 weeks. It's going to be it's going to be merch week next week, the week after, and the week after. So just keep an eye out. Washedmedia.shop. Nothing in there right now, so don't really even bother going there unless you want like one of 2 shirts, one of which is the fajita shirt. I don't really understand why you wouldn't want that.
I wore mine to the gym yesterday. True story.
Really?
I did.
Any discoteca action after?
No, but I did get some looks, and I don't work out with headphones anymore, so I expected someone to come ask me.
You're
about
raw
it.
dogging
Nobody
your
did.
workout?
I am.
Why? Not a criticism, more of just an inquiry.
2 things. They broke, and
Word.
second, I'm much more efficient. I find that I'm not like looking down trying to find like skip songs and try to find different playlists. I just get it done, and it's easier to focus without music.
So do you even have your phone in your pocket while you're working out?
No,
Yeah, dude.
I
that's
don't keep
what's
it.
up.
I keep it. I do keep it on my person, but not on in my pocket.
Raw dogging workouts
Too close
is
to my balls.
more hardcore than raw dogging flights.
It's hard to do.
It's really not.
No, had I ever forgotten when I was in my gym phase, great 6 months. Had I forgotten my headphones, there's no way I'm getting on anything.
You just turn back around.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Bye.
I tried.
I'm
also not
more
doing
likely to work out
cardio.
without the right shoes than headphones. I need it.
I'm not going to do the treadmill for like 45 minutes also. So that I could see it being a problem.
Yeah.
But for like lifting weights and stuff, I don't care. I don't
The
really
the
need it.
germaphobe in me won't allow me to bring my phone into the gym.
Oh, you just go watch.
I have to go just watch, and if I don't have, if it's like not charged or something, I'll just raw dog it, even though it's really difficult. But
Sure.
yeah, I don't like to touch the phone when I touch gym equipment. Gyms are just gross.
Mhm.
You're on your don't believe me grind.
Okay.
Just watch.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good.
Something you won't believe. It's Twillery. You guys familiar with Twillery?
You know I
You guys
am.
familiar with Twillery? The performance menswear brand that brings life-changing functionality to your wardrobe, whether you're headed to the office, to the airport, maybe even the discoteca. Twillery's line of suits, shirts, polos, and jeans will keep you cool. They won't wrinkle, and they got plenty of stretch to keep you comfy. And to top it off, everything, including the suits, are machine washable, so no more trips to the dry cleaners. Go get absolutely fitted. You don't need to be stacked like Dorn to look in their blazer, but I do think it helps just like being absolutely just shredded up underneath that thing with traps just protruding from it.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, though, if you spend $139 more at Twillery.com and you use code WASHED18, you'll get $18 off your order. So it's a special offer to our listeners. Use code WASHED18 for $18 off your first order of $139 or more at Twillery.com. Twillery, tailored for performance. Join the Taylor gang. Shall we dale?
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide has procured the naming rights for Florida International University's football stadium. Something of note is that a yearly price tag for this is $1.2 million. Two things on that. One, I would have imagined that FIU's stadium naming rights might be a little lower than that for some reason.
I was going to guess higher.
I just assume that FIU doesn't fill the stands every weekend, but I also don't know. I'm not a big FIU guy. I'm more surprised that Pitbull is liquid enough to make this work.
I wonder what naming rights costs for like Dallas Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium. What do you think that runs? Obviously more than 1.2 million, but what's the price tag on something like that?
Quarter Billy? Or sorry, quarter.
You think so?
A quarter of a Billy?
We got you. 250 million.
Yeah.
For how many years?
Like per year. We're talking.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that much.
No. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like,
It's hundreds of millions.
It's 9 digits, though. I'm sure. If FIU is 1.2, Dallas
has there been
Cowboys.
any notable stadium that's recently changed?
I'm not sure.
What
You wanna
about what
You got
about New Orleans?
I got it.
Are we in the ballpark?
Will and I were a little high. This is pre-lunchflation, so we're looking at between 17 to 19 million a year. But
Really?
this was inked in 2013.
It says the deal was reportedly for 20 to 30 years, which would be worth $400 to $600 million. I thought it would be like, I was thinking when I said a quarter Billy, I was thinking a 5-year deal that would go up to like $50 million. That seemed right to me.
an escalation.
If you could buy any stadium and have it be Dylan Shivery, the Dylan Dome,
Oh,
I mean, it'd be DKR.
you'd take that away? People would be like, this fucking podcaster just cucked an all-time Hall of Fame coach for us and just decided to name it after himself.
I mean, I do appreciate when franchises don't sell their naming rights like that, for example. There aren't many out there, as we talked about recently on, where was that?
do you know it?
Do you know it?
That was a baseball play.
Not many out there
Camden
who are
Yards.
holding strong.
Okay,
Fenway
so
Park.
Wrigley fell into that, but isn't Wrigley
It's just
the
that
gum guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it was named after him, not
Yeah.
the company.
It's not sponsored by
Yeah.
the gum anymore.
It's
That's
it's
tight.
just the dream
If you have
of
like a
some gum
local
guy.
businessman who it's named after. What'd you say, David?
It was just like the conception, the dream of some gum guy. Jim Wrigley.
What are you doing?
Was it Jim Wrigley?
I don't know his first name.
It was William Wrigley. Doesn't matter.
Sure.
Texas State, Jim Wacker Field.
This is a good move for Pitbull. That's a low price tag. He's got it.
I assume it's in Miami.
I don't think Will knew he got it.
What?
We were questioning the liquidity.
You don't think Pitbull has like 1.2 laying around?
So like one thing I guess I don't know about Pitbull is like his other business ventures.
He's Mr. Worldwide.
Like I know that like, Diddy has like Ciroc that he makes a ton of money off of. Like, does Pitbull have a liquor vertical or something?
I think
Fireball.
in the Latin culture of like Southern
proud.
Florida, I think he's a megastar.
Oh, I think so. No, he's a megastar. I mean, he's Mr. Worldwide.
Right.
Dylan.
There's a
No, I
reason
get
for
it.
that.
You don't get that nickname if you're not worldwide.
He's not regional.
What's his net worth? Let's look it up.
This is a good one. I'm gonna say $185 million.
Well,
I'm going to say 200 million.
an estimated $100 million in 2024.
Meh. After taxes, not that much.
I'm looking this up.
Where do
Okay.
you guys think FIU is in their conference? As of last season?
I just saw. It's not good.
Where do you think they finished in Conference USA?
FIU, is that Tom Herman?
Wasn't good.
How much money would he make if he would he sell at the stadium if he did a halftime show every single home game? And could that just alone pay for the rest of like the naming rights for the year? Like what if he just did 2 songs at halftime instead
Every
of like
halftime?
corporate stuff? Yeah. He
Man,
doesn't need like the full like Super Bowl run out in like 35-minute halftime or anything like that. Just like hop on the mic, get it lit,
You
get out
gotta
of
think,
there.
You gotta think this comes with some bennies too. He's got season ticks.
Dude, give him the mic like for live in-game stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lit.
This says Pitbull's ventured into various businesses. For a few years, he entered the beverage industry. This 2020, he partnered with Halo in the organic drink with electrolytes and was named global ambassador of Espinita Tequila, which he earns an equity in earnings.
Dude, celebs love putting their name on tequila.
They really, really do.
He is the partner and godfather of the ship Escape, part of the Norwegian cruise lines. What does that mean?
He's the Godfather. Is that what it says?
I want to be the godfather of a cruise ship. That sounds tight.
That's fucking awesome.
He's also he's got his hands in a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that I don't really see as being like crazy lucrative, but at the same time, I don't think I'm in a position to question Mr. Worldwide.
You think he might have been on the flight log?
Oh, don't do that to
I'm
Mr.
just asking.
Worldwide.
Nah,
Well, he's worldwide.
He's not Mr. Little
Nah.
St. James.
I
though.
think I get the feeling that he doesn't need to slum it on Epstein's jet
sure.
when he lives. I mean, I could see him being on Little St. James, but I think he's flying himself.
100 mil, you've got enough to dabble and pry.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're Mr. Worldwide. Like, who doesn't want to be on a private jet with Pitbull?
God, his carbon footprint must be crazy. If you're worldwide, like, come on, man.
he's not Mr. Domestic, man. He gets
No.
out there.
Mr. Domestic. That's me on weekends, just fucking putting them back.
Ooh, put that on a
My
hat.
gar- my
Merch
garage.
week.
Mr. Domestic.
That's what
Not bad.
Yeah, well,
We've had worse ideas.
yeah.
What's the worst one we've had on this go around? Randy's had some shit ones.
Some real stinkers.
See, it's day,
I'm just
day,
kidding.
day.
Yeah, that
Oh yeah.
That's the worst.
No, explain
That's- No, no,
explain
no.
that hat. Explain that
Play
hat.
that hat, Dave.
No, because somebody's going to do it.
What is it?
Day, 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 and then under it, weekend. Think about it. Do the math.
Dude. There's
Day,
levels.
day, weekend.
Think about it. Look at it in your head. Visualize it.
So we're talking what 4-day weekends? Like is that what that means? I don't get it.
Day, day, day. 3 days,
Right.
not 4.
What if we made a
Right.
What if we made a
So
three
hat?
day
weekend would be 4.
3 day weekend.
Oh, 3-day weekend. I was thinking 3 weekdays and then the rest of the week.
See, if we made this hat, you could have this exact conversation with
Mhm.
someone else.
Hey, that hat stinks,
Rip-
Randy.
That's not my idea. That's Dave's idea.
No, it's Randy's idea.
Yeah, it either needs
That's a
one more
Randy.
day. What if we did
That was
Daniel Day?
not
What if we
my
did
idea.
Daniel Day weekend?
That rocks.
Okay, I'm listening.
Instead of, it's Daniel Day Lewis not drinking a milkshake, but drinking like a Miller Lite Vortex bottle.
Okay,
Some Grand
you
X,
have my attention.
some company at we worked with at Grand X, maybe a sponsor. I don't remember. It was a Henley company, and they got their shit sued by Don Henley because they did an advertising campaign called Donna Henley, and he sued their ass and won. And I think it tanked the company. Like, it was a bad deal for them.
Was it the Man Outfitters Henleys?
No, no. The
They-
ones that Dan will still wear to the gym to this day.
Hell yeah.
And he looks He looks huge in it. I almost said smoking.
He's a big Henley guy.
Oh, yeah.
No one loves a Henley
The
more.
second
than
he
Dan.
discovered Henleys, you could see him just falling into the web. He
Well.
didn't wear anything but Henleys for the next 3 months.
He works out in Henley's at the gym, Dave. He said.
He did one time.
Yeah,
So now that's his entire brand, in my opinion.
Donna Henley.
he's so barrel chested these days, man.
Don-
He's just all chest.
Don Henley.
Don Henley, yeah, will not skip chest day ever.
Wait, was Don Henley in the Eagles?
You seriously don't know that?
No. He was in the Eagles? He
Yeah.
is in the Eagles?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys going to the Eagles at the Sphere?
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, if someone provided me a ticket, I would probably go. But they're not. I don't think. I don't think the full band. Who's in there?
The
still?
Eagles for me are a band that I can probably sing along with all their hits, like no questions asked, and be like, "This is fire." But I can't really name much of what they do. I'm more of a fan of their calling.
I can just name
Joe
Hotel
Walsh still
California.
plays with them?
That's it.
I might be in.
Living it up.
Get out
at
there, Dave.
The Hotel
Get some,
California.
get some Joe Walsh originals. Let's go.
What a lovely place.
Yeah,
That's the song that made me not like them because that was the one.
Oh,
I was
that's a
like,
good song.
it's a good song.
That's like one of the most overplayed songs of the '90s.
Which means it's a good song if it's been played too much.
I say of the '90s because I feel like I had one friend who you'd go stay with them, like you do sleepovers with my one buddy. His parents are always watching the Eagles like acoustic reunion, and that song was always.
I
the
dated
one.
a
Are you
girl.
a
I
deep
dated a
cut
girl
guy?
whose dad would not stop watching
No,
Eagles
I'm a
concerts.
deep cut guy.
It's
So
a
do the
good
Eagles
song.
have
Fine,
like a
fuck
crazy
off.
fan base?
Yeah,
Interesting. What are they called? E-boys?
Yeah.
E-bombs.
The flock?
Sure. What's a group of eagles called?
I don't think it exists. I think I think they only roll
They're
in like
solo.
ones, twos, or threes.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
Sometimes you'll see two mobbing together, but like I always wonder, like, are they mobbing or are they kind of posturing right now?
You always wonder that when you see a group of
Yeah,
eagles
don't
together?
you? Like
No.
it's rare to see two.
I've
So when I
never-
see two, I'm like, what's going on?
I've
here?
never seen one in the wild.
Ever.
No.
We got to
I'm
get you
from
up to northern-
Texas, man.
We got to get you up to northern Michigan.
There's eagles in Texas.
I've never seen one.
Out Lano way. There was a spot where you could pull over and see eagles out in a nest.
We have a ton of red hawks out at the ranch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys ever go to like a stadium for like the afters?
Yeah, dude.
You guys go to Brick Street and just
For
fucking
sure, all the time.
drink a bunch of
It's
fucking
a regional
trash cans?
joke series, but it's good.
Miami Red Hawks?
Dude, I just want some fucking bagel and deli right now.
Is Miami Red Hawks?
Yeah,
Okay.
they rebranded
From?
the Redskins.
Why is that problematic? I don't get it.
good.
I don't
I don't
even
get it.
I think this was the rebrand that they did was long ago, and I don't know what it was fueled by. If I'm being honest, I could see it being one of those situations where people wanted to change it, but like the actual tribe didn't care.
Are they the ones like the old Redskins logo is like super dope? Is that them?
It was a cool logo. It was a
Okay.
cool logo.
See, this is what the football team, formerly known as the football team, they should have done. They should have just gone to Red Hawks.
Well, the Commanders absolutely stink.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
It's terrible.
Also, their colors are also terrible.
The Miami, also known as the Miamiaki, are a Native American tribe that originated in the Green Bay area of Wisconsin and lived in what is now Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio.
Crazy. I didn't know Native Americans lived that far north. This is a Dylan callback that only I remember.
I don't remember it.
So I'm going to roast myself.
I remember it a little bit.
Thank you, Randy.
I don't remember the exact quote.
Randy's throwing you a bone right now, but I respect that he's being a real guy.
This is you. You are a real guy for
I
that.
think it was more Canada
Mm.
that he was referring to.
Very far.
it up at the hotel.
They speak Algonquin.
Oh, I know a few words.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to ask you. I'm not even asking. I'm not even putting you in the position.
No. I don't.
What was the story? Oh, Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Yeah, cool for him, man. It's a wild move.
I don't understand. I don't. I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
I like the move.
I think he should perform at the first few shows to get, or concerts or games to get people fired
Is
up.
this unprecedented for a musician?
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
No precedent.
No precedent whatsoever.
He's just settling down. Does he have any kids involved? Is Pitbull with child?
I don't know, man.
Do you think, Will, you were watching an old Warp Tour video before the show. Do you think like year 2000 era Blink 182, if they obtained the naming rights to a stadium, do you think they would have gone with something that
The
would
first
be,
concert I ever went to that was like a big concert was Blink 182 at Pine Knob outside of Detroit. And it was the tour where they had a giant sign that was lit up in flames that just said fuck.
Yeah.
And they would not allow the venue would not allow Blink 182 to have that sign up for their concert. And so there was part of me that was like, I'm kind of glad this isn't up because I don't need to immediately explain to my dad what's going on. Like he clearly didn't know that there's a light up fuck sign at a Blink 182 concert. But then it became very evident about 2 seconds into the show that a flaming fuck sign was the least of my worries.
Yeah, it
They were
gets
going to
worse.
make some just wildly inappropriate jokes.
Yeah. Mainly just like the most juvenile shit talking you can ever imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Think about like at your worst in like 5th grade when you just learned some cuss words, you and your boys. That was a Blink 182 show.
If you listen to the Mark, Tom, and Travis show, like the live album, I know all of the terrible jokes by heart because I used to listen to that so much. And I'm like, it's sad that these live in my brain.
Yeah.
He's probably affected me in some way.
Yeah.
Is it, in addition to Merch Week, is it also based on this rundown restaurant week? I know we got Wilmon's. Are we doing something at Mormon's?
It's good. I like that.
Come on.
Mormons.
Mormons.
It's
What do they serve there?
it's like Chili's too. It's like the airport version.
They slop up everything. Everything is just soaked.
Could someone
Come
mansplain
on.
the Mormon TV series situation to your
Okay.
boy?
So a year or two ago, maybe it was last year, I don't know if we did a segment on it. We definitely kicked it around in the bullpen or just talked about it somewhere.
In the pregame?
There's a segment of TikTok that is Mormon moms, and they're all pretty hot, right? And they like to divulge a lot of information, such as that they are what they would call soft swingers. You familiar with soft swinging?
I'm not familiar with soft swinging. Was
See,
that like
I was trying to lay off some of my my backswing a little bit
Mhm.
and trying to be more methodical as I swung through the ball. But I found that the softer I swung, the more that I actually lost my motion. And so I started trying to have a faster swing to reduce the errors.
Yeah, you were flipping your hands at impact.
Mhm.
You had this really low duck hook.
do
Exactly.
they just like cuddle?
It's supposed to be everything but sex. So
Everything but penetration?
no pen.
No trace?
There's no tration.
Okay.
Can I read you this little excerpt that explains to you
Please,
what's going
please.
on, Dylan?
Yes.
It says, this is talking about Taylor Frankie Paul, who is, I guess, one of the
More on
popular
her.
ones here. But
More
it
on
says,
her.
while the friend group had decided to swap partners, they agreed to, quote, not go all the way and said they would only mess around when they were together.
Maybe heavy petting.
But Taylor revealed that she had, quote, stepped out of that agreement and started to fall for one of her friend's partners, which ultimately ended the marriage.
Oh.
From my understanding, the way that they would do this is that there was a designated room at whatever house they were having a party at. And if you were in that room, it was fair game to do whatever, I think, besides penetration.
It was the pull pen.
And so I think if you were in there, you could just do, hand and mouth stuff. And once you exited the room, this never happened.
I don't know
Oral
if
is
you could-
allowed?
Hand and mouth.
Oral? They do oral?
Hershiser?
Uh-huh.
Roberts?
Is he there?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if oral was allowed. Anyway.
I'm
So-
interested in this show.
Okay. Well, time out. There's some things you need to know before you jump in because that's just the start.
Wait,
that's just,
they have a hookup room and they're
Well,
all
we're-
in it together? Like
Smush room.
orgy style? A bunch of people?
it's more of a mushroom.
Right.
Psilocybin. So she got kicked out because she went too far. Got divorced. There was a whole thing. There were kids involved. Very sad. Very sad. Since then, she had multiple felonies due to a violent outburst with her new boyfriend, in which she threw metal chairs at him, choked him, a number of things. Not like in a hot way, in like a scary way.
Hot-tempered, this one.
Okay.
Kids involved, accidentally hit a kid
Oh.
with the chair.
Oh, come on,
That's
lady.
not
She
good.
Pled
Get outta
guilty
here.
to
Get
like
outta
a
here.
felony, not good.
Is this the young lady that's pictured here?
This is her.
Control
Okay.
your emotions.
This is Taylor
we don't
Frankie
stand.
Paul. So
Did she put Frankie in there so people don't think she's a Paul brother? Because if I heard someone saying, "Yeah, have you seen that influencer Taylor Paul?" I'd be like, "Is that which one is that?"
that's fair. So this is the
This looks like sorority.
yeah.
Look, they're doing a
They're getting a show on Hulu.
doorway. What is it called?
Door stack or something?
Door
What do they
stack.
call
It's
it?
doing a door stack.
They're doing a stack. Don't they call them stacks?
I don't. That
Who is
sounds
the,
right.
Who is the outlet or who is the guy who would just put like the heaviest of heavy metal behind those videos?
Curry.
Oh yeah.
It's really funny.
That was good.
I think it was just Curry.
So of course, Hulu's given them a reality show, Secret Lives of Mormon Swinger Moms or something like that. Anyway, I was reading up on this. This blew my mind. Randy, show them the video.
Yeah.
You've surely seen this. Did you know this?
Yeah, I've seen this.
So this is one of the moms. Okay, that's just someone.
Reacting to it.
Yeah. The mom doing the TikTok dance in front of her sick baby, her sick newborn in the hospital,
with
who's down with
RSV.
like RSV and respiratory issues. She's doing like a
That's one of them.
yes.
What?
She's hitting the whoa while her kid's on like a respirator.
Worlds are colliding.
Dude, what?
That's interesting.
This is enough. This is enough to know that something bad was going to happen involving a kid later.
Yeah.
What would possess someone to do this TikTok video?
If a nurse walks in and you're hitting like a TikTok while your kid's like hooked up to everything, are you calling child services being like, hey, I don't know if her head's in the right place to do this whole motherhood thing?
You can't hit the whoa or anything whoa adjacent while your kid like on camera.
I've heard of child services getting called for less at hospitals. I'll say that.
Have y'all seen, this is off topic, but in the same ballpark, I guess. There's a video of this nurse who, like, one of her patients just passed away and she's in the hallway, just like devastated. But she sets up a camera like on a tripod to record her reaction. Like, and people are like, what are you doing?
You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that.
It's like from like, it's like a cut, like it's like a produced video. Like she put some effort into it.
She dropped it
It's
in
so
CapCut,
bad.
tossed some filters on,
Yeah.
oh man.
tossed around some captions.
If you're family of the deceased, and you're like,
fuck
oh.
her.
Like, did she even want to save my family member? Or did
She
she
just
just
wanted
want
to
this
talk
internet
about it.
clout?
Like,
Like,
kill my aunt for content.
yeah, like, did you?
It's
Are
so
you just
bad.
trying to cry over this right now for likes?
You just clout killed.
We used to always joke about thrill killing someone just to like bond the group together more. It wasn't going to be someone random. It was going to be someone within the group so that it would never get out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's interesting.
So we'd always just look at a friend and be like, you might be the one tonight to get thrill
you want to
killed.
sacrifice yourself for a little
I
clout?
think it'd bond the rest of us together if you were dead at our hands.
So yeah, we've got we may have to watch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Well, I already know that my wife will be watching every single bit of it because
in.
she's obsessed. So I'll probably be dipping in. I just don't know if I care.
Well, does this change your mind maybe as I scroll through their Instagrams?
Looks like they're going to a bunch of beachside restaurants that are not Wilmons. What would Mormons have on the menu?
Like Dave said, everything's just covered with au jus. It's
I
just
think, I
soap.
think our bottle service girls just squirt the drinks in your mouth from a super soaker.
That's good.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mormons
Can the couches vibrate?
serve soak style. What's that mean? I don't understand.
Everything's marinated.
Yeah.
You want our marinated steak tacos?
Can I get mine like not soaked? Like, no, sorry.
Nope.
You're at the wrong place.
Nope. It's
The
just what's happening.
If the couches vibrate, you might attract some clientele, maybe some I don't know, high political figures, people running for office.
That's good.
Ooh, you guys seen this couch thing?
I was kind of surprised Waltz hit him.
Oh, there it is, Randy.
Hit JD Vance with the.
Oh no, he really came out hot, didn't
Lost
he?
a patient today.
Okay,
Shake it off. You have 5 more hours, it says. Like, how bad is
she's on the sideline like she just got lit up.
such a bad look? Come on, lady.
They're gonna have to pop the blue tent, and she's gonna have to go in there and get checked out.
I'm really like.
She can't
Sally
go back
has to
in
deal
there.
with this type of thing somewhat often.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
And I'm very glad that her way of coping is not doing that. That would be tough for me to
Yeah, I saw
sit back and just watch.
Will, is this your wife I saw on TikTok?
Sally will only bring up that depressing stuff if I like say something about like work or something, and she's like, "Well, we had a patient die today. Like, I just don't want to hear it right now." And I'm like, "Yeah, the podcasting probably doesn't matter right now.
What if-
probably hold off on that."
Okay, what if emergency room nurses weren't allowed to have TikTok accounts?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you leave the TikToking at home, please?
You're like, what if you kept that separate? Like,
Yeah.
keep the scrubs out of it. Keep the hospital. Like,
Most filming in hospitals just isn't necessary.
So bad.
doctors walking by looking at like a clipboard. He's like, "Oh shit, was I in that one?"
There need to be
Did
certain.
you admit,
Hey, take me
record
out of
that?
that.
Yeah.
Hey,
There need to be certain careers where you're just not allowed to also create content surrounding it.
Yeah. Being an ER nurse is probably one.
Yeah, if you're in a life-saving capacity, I think that is something that you probably should skew away from. I don't know if your head's in the right place.
Thanks,
But,
Randy.
I mean, I'm not going to say lawyers or anything. Like, we got the law hawk out here just setting things on fire.
he's been quiet lately.
He's electric. so if you're electric, you can get away with it.
We had him on, right?
You went to his Christmas party.
No, he was at my buddy's Christmas party. We did a shot, and I blacked out immediately after. It's true.
That's what's up. You got to do shots with the law hawk, though.
He's a large man,
Is he?
big guy.
He
Big
looks
guy.
stacked.
I'll take his ass down.
No, you won't.
Yeah, well.
No, you won't.
What's
No.
he doing?
Let's hear from our friends over at Stamps Stamps.com. Work-life balance. What's that? Dave and I, we got kids at home. We're just busy as hell right now. Dylan, you got that little whippersnapper biting at your ankles all the time too.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Sometimes it just doesn't feel realistic when you're working through lunches or staying up late to catch up. What if I told you Stamps.com could help you free up some time consumed by tedious mailing and shipping tasks? What if? Because guess what? Stamps.com streamlines your postage needs, making your business more efficient and putting more life into your work-life balance. If you use Stamps.com, guess what? It's like a 24/7 post office. You can take care of mailing and shipping wherever you are, even on the go with Stamps.com's mobile app. All you need is a computer and a printer. They even send you a free scale. You can easily schedule package pickups through your Stamps.com dashboard, and you can automatically see your cheapest and fastest shipping options from different carriers. It's just great for small businesses. From small businesses to multi-location organizations, Stamps.com handles all of your mailing and shipping needs while reducing costs and increasing profit. You can seamlessly connect it with every major marketplace shopping cart if you sell online. You can even access USPS and UPS mailing services that you need to run your business right from your computer or phone anytime, day or night. Stamps.com also has the cheapest and fastest shipping options, up to 89% off USPS and UPS. You can even order shipping and mailing supplies like labels, printer stuff, scale, whatever. When you get low, it's easy. Put more life into your work-life balance with Stamps.com. Sign up with promo code Circling Back for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale that we use pretty much daily in the office these days. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code Circling Back. All one word. I got a question.
Ooh.
Do we have anything going on for this
Spacebar.
next thing?
Spacebar.
Cool.
It's a motherfucking spacebar.
Yeah, I was gonna try to find like an actual thing, but like
I just did it, so I just did it live.
yeah, it was fine.
It was missing some things.
Yeah, it was kind of like missing a couple things.
So I'm new here. I've never listened to the show. What was that?
Yeah.
one?
Here, let's
Okay.
try this one for a theme song.
We are
Oh no.
coming.
No, let's not do that
Day
one.
after day. We are coming.
Doesn't really apply to the spacebar. Anyway, the spacebar, Dave, since you asked, it's a segment where I talk about something either space related or bar related,
I can't wait for
but
the
it's
first bar
pretty much
related
always
segment.
space.
I can't wait for the first bar related segment.
No,
It's gonna
there's
be
been one.
It's gonna be so sick.
There's been one.
No, but it was a space bar. It was an actual bar themed with space.
That's true. That's true.
So it
It
like
applied
doesn't
to both.
totally check out.
And Randy went there
Mm-hmm.
and didn't like it.
It was
Is it still kicking?
It was fine.
I sent Randy an aquatic themed bowling alley the other day in Dripping Springs or Round Rock.
Round Rock.
And Randy just immediately responded and said that like he would absolutely thrive in Round Rock.
Yeah. I was aware of this place before. Because that's
Have you taken any dates there?
I'm not going to go all the way to Round Rock.
Go under
to
the
take
sea.
No way.
You guys want to hear about this space shit
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah,
for
I do.
sure, dude.
Hey, hat tip to my brother-in-law, Kendall, for sending this to me this morning.
K-bomb?
K-bomb.
K-pop?
What if I told you guys that there's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, space-related, that's happening very soon? Is that something you'd be interested in?
Was the eclipse that we had in Austin considered once in a lifetime?
Well, we had 2 in the last year.
Oh, okay. So no?
What was like the good one?
Yeah, what about the good one, that gaseous one?
The most recent one was the total solar eclipse.
Yeah, I
was a
didn't
good
see
one.
that
That's
one.
once in a lifetime. Unless you're Brian Johnson and you have a very young penis
Okay.
and you're going to live forever. It's true. We've done it before.
Are
A nova called the T. Coronae Borealis
are coming.
T. Corone.
erupts,
T. Corone.
erupts every 80 years.
Sounds like me in my 20s.
And it's going to erupt
That
any...
doesn't make any sense.
They all go the same.
you understand? What he
Sorry,
said?
I'll be honest, Dylan, I haven't been listening. What will you actually explain what's going on?
Yeah, that's all I was
A
starting
lot
to
of
do that.
coronavirus tea.
That's all I was starting to do.
So
So this was first
that on.
observed, documented in October of 1217. So a long time ago.
like 807 years ago?
Was this on Quill and Scroll?
That's good math from Will. Yeah, 807 years ago.
Did they even have calendars back then? They were just vibing on what day it was.
They had the Gregorian.
In what is now present day southern Germany is where it was first recorded or first observed and documented. Okay. And basically every 80 years, this nova just explodes. It's a thermonuclear explosion. And it's 3,000 light years away. You know what that means when I say that's 3,000 light? What does your brain tell you that means, Will?
Not much. I don't really. I can explain what a light year is, but I don't understand how we calculate all this stuff.
Sorry, bro. We only understand light beers.
So light speed is the rate at which light travels, right? This is 3,000 light years away, meaning that it takes 3,000 years for the light to reach us. So this explosion that we're about to witness actually happened 3,000 years ago, and it's just now getting to us. The light is just now getting to Earth.
Wow, I still don't know how we know that though. Like, so the light gets to Earth, and how do we know that it happened 3,000 years ago?
Because it's 3,000 light years away, distance-wise, which is one light year is like, how many miles is it? We did this.
What's this thing called again?
Miles in a
T Corona.
It's a champagne supernova.
Okay, so a light year in distance-wise is approximately 6 trillion miles. So multiply that by 3,000. We're talking 18 million miles. I'm sorry, 18 trillion miles away.
What's this big gonna look like?
I'm sorry, that's not right. Anyway,
It's okay.
you get
The
It's
numbers
fucking
don't
far.
really matter.
It's
Well,
far.
What's
I
this
think
thing
you're
gonna look like? What am I looking for when I look up in the sky?
Will's you're bearing the lead, Don.
It's
like-
a massive explosion, and it's going to last for about a week, and it's going to happen any day now.
It's gonna rain every day.
The
that
exact
week.
time is just an estimation because, again, it's coming from far away.
A massive explosion. So, like, what's it going to look like in the sky? Like,
It's gonna look
be
like a very-
whoa, or it's going to be like,
Is it gonna look like a bunch of fireflies
I
are
think
up
it's going
there?
to look like a massive star that kind of dims and then brightens.
Yeah,
for like
basically.
a week or something.
Yeah, Randy, it's not like it's not like fireworks. It's like, it's not like
yeah,
So when this light goes, how does the light not die at some point? Why is the light traveling? What's it looking for?
Can I tell you something, Will? that might
Honest
interest you?
question.
I'm going to get
Like-
Will involved here. Watch this. What if I told you there's a siphon play?
You trying to get me to suck the sky?
There's a white.
watch out while I suck this sky.
You got to be very.
It's not how the song goes.
You have to be very intentional with your syllables if you're going to sing that version of the song.
So you've got a red dwarf and a white dwarf, and they're very close in proximity.
Mhm.
And the white dwarf is siphoning hydrogen from the red dwarf, thus causing the explosion. So there is a siphon play.
There you go. Are you interested now?
So if I turn on my iPhone flashlight and point it at the sky, is some dude 3,000 light years away going to see that eventually?
Yeah.
It's probably too small of a light to be
It's fair. So what you're saying is that the iPhone flashlight has less wattage than an exploding star?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay.
I'm not qualified.
Okay.
But yeah, sure. I don't know if you measure just light by watts.
Lumens, I believe.
It'd be dope.
Lumens.
It would be dope if Sean Paul had naming rights to a stadium.
Yeah.
He's just out there, just give me the light.
Yeah, I guess, man. I don't know.
It's a callback to the previous segment.
Dude,
Yeah,
he could do the Duddy Rock Cafe.
Dirty Rock.
So yeah, again, every 80 years this happens, and it's about to happen any day now.
Okay. Will
I
you
don't-
put out an Instagram story when this makes its way?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and track this bitch. I'll let y'all know.
It's a naked eye play, correct?
It's a naked eye play, as it was observed in 1217 with no equipment
Are
whatsoever.
there areas where this is going to be more prevalent than others?
I do not know.
Okay. Okay.
Hand up, ignorance. I don't know.
Probably the planets that are closer to it. Like those
Yeah, you got to think.
that who are those fuckers stuck in space? Their stepbrothers probably haven't got there yet, so they're still up there waiting.
Talking about Sunni and
Butch.
Butch.
Yeah, Sunni and Butch.
Are they still up there? Have we checked
No,
on them?
I think they're still
It's
up there.
They're not really stuck, but they're just kind of waiting.
low key.
They're
stuff.
not stuck though.
I mean, you're right.
They
can't-
don't have the
anywhere
option
to
of just
go.
leaving today.
That's a great point.
At least they're on the ISS, man.
You know when you'd go to like a party?
Better than ISIS.
Sure.
That wouldn't end well. It wouldn't, Randy.
No,
You seen what these fucking guys do?
dude. Is he not going to get up there? Or is he like too preoccupied?
Randy is still
tweeting?
watching. We found a hard drive of Randy's out in the parking lot the other day. It was a Coke bottle. And I plugged it into my computer to see whose hard drive it was. And Randy just had a bunch of ISIS videos on there.
What are you doing?
Fucking live leak over here.
Have you been radicalized?
I've never once watched any of those. I have avoided those my whole life. I've never seen the jar video. I've never seen.
That's
What-
not
any of that
ISIS.
stuff.
That's
What
just
if we
some
lost-
guy.
saying, and
That's just
anything
their
that-
guy with a
Dude,
weird
the only
horniness.
decapitation video that I saw was right at the same time as Bitcoin starting to take off. And I just attached those two together.
If we lost Randy to ISIS, we would have to hire the legends next door to just control the narrative. You know, be a tough look for us.
Just to be clear, you're not involved in ISIS, right?
I am not involved in ISIS.
But are you interested in like
not at all
reading some of their liturature?
Nope.
Okay.
You don't want
I
to
don't-
see like
I-
who
I
funded
don't-
them?
No. Oh, well, that I would be interested.
Let's talk about it later.
All right.
Whatever happened to the American Taliban? Remember him?
No.
There was a guy, and they would show him at the beginning of the war. Like, this fucking American went over there and became
Yeah.
the Taliban.
Just some guy named Todd is over there.
I think his name was Brendan.
Why is that so funny?
I don't know. I don't think
It's
that's
not.
his
It's
name.
not. It's not a laughing matter,
Who
actually,
was
folks.
the
It's a terrorist
American-
organization.
Yeah.
They do bad stuff.
Yeah. Famously.
Yeah.
Oh, his
do
name
not
was John
endorse.
Walker Lind.
It's a waste of an American name.
What's
on a,
his
on a-
problem?
on an ISIS
Oh,
dude.
fuck.
What's his deal?
One of my son's middle name is Walker. Damn it.
I don't think there's anything
I
to
know.
worry about here.
What if that?
Randy, just don't join ISIS.
I'm
That's
not
all
go-
we're
I'm
asking.
not-
When
I'm
Lyles
gonna
won the
join.
100, my first thought was like, dude, Charlie's middle name is Lyle.
Or
like, I wonder
Al-Qaeda.
if he's going to be fast as fuck.
Or the other ones.
Or Hamas. I'm not joining any of them.
This
Yeah.
kid was destined for greatness. Did you hear what Will said?
No.
Just when Lyles won the 100, I was like, damn, dude, Charlie's middle name is Lyle. Like, do you think he's going to be like fast as hell?
You know what I was thinking?
It
I was
works that
thinking,
way.
I know a Lyles. Will's son.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Thanks,
good.
guys.
That's good.
Sally still like
I'm
wants
going to go
him
join
to
the
go by Lyle.
Taliban.
Lyle's kind of
She's
dope.
like very anti-Charlie, the name at this point. She likes Lyle.
She's very anti the name that she named her son.
She claims that I forced the name through, but I don't believe that. You don't just force the name through.
Charlie's an
hate when people
all-American,
walk
like-
in and go, Charlie boy.
Classic.
No,
name,
she
dude.
didn't like Chuck for a while, but then I started throwing out Chuck every once in a while, and it started to stick a little bit.
I like Chuck.
I do Charlie Bear a lot.
Aw.
Just seeing if it transitions to Bear when he starts playing like defensive back for Duncanville and something. You hear about the Bear, dude?
They're going to transfer to Duncanville.
Open
Thinking about it, yeah. Depending on his size.
Apparently, that's a thing now.
Yeah.
You got to do an announcement graphic.
Yeah.
Get Hayes Fawcett on the line.
I'm gonna have Fritz announce what preschool he's committing to.
That's good.
Have like a sippy cup that he picks up and just drinks from.
Anyway, this article is about 7,000 words long, and I haven't really dug through the entire thing, but you got the gist of it. Just be
That's
on the
cool,
lookout.
dude. It's only your segment.
Yeah, dude.
Be on the lookout.
Hey, dude. If you, just thanks for preparing, man.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Can we do a? Oh, hold on. Actually, I do have a question for you guys. I am just botching the music board today. You guys aren't buying me enough time on the music board. Oh, what's that? Whoa!
Oh,
Look out.
shit.
I don't care. I'm getting wasted.
I saw this headline, and it only got better as I started reading the article. We've all been there. So, a 27-year-old man is facing charges in New Hartford, New York, after police reported that he occupied a home while nude. We've all been there.
I occupied Wall Street while nude.
Really?
I was protesting. I was
you
very bullish.
Didn't you super glue your hand to the bull's nuts?
Yeah.
That would have been kind of cool.
Ripped a layer of skin clean off.
New Hartford Police Department officers responded to the incidents that took place on August 4th around 4 p.m. Corey Matthews. Does that name ring a bell for you guys?
A little bit, yeah.
That's part of the reason I wanted to do this, because I like imagining Corey Matthews from Boy Meets World fame just doing this. He was confronted by the homeowner and told to leave. He was seen by other neighbors in the area attempting to gain access to residences in the neighborhood. But dude just broke into the house, vibed out for a little bit, took a shower, and got caught mid-shower.
Okay.
What do you do? So I think about home invasions more than I should, but I haven't considered what I would do if I returned home and there was just a random dude chilling in my shower.
You seem non-threatening at that point.
Right? If they're showering and they're not trying to hide
Disagree.
themselves, I would be like, or is that so threatening
That's
that
the
like
most threatening.
they'll do anything?
And
I
you don't
think
want
more
any-
threatening is like a gun pointed at you. Be more threatening.
You really gonna go like take down a naked person in your shower? No.
But if he's in the
Yeah,
shower,
you're not
like
gonna slap fight with a
retreat.
naked dude.
if he's in the shower, like I know that I can go grab my toolie, which I do
No.
stay strapped
Okay, what if he leaves the water running?
just to throw you off.
No, just
What
to
if he uses all the
jack
good body
up your
wash?
bill.
Ooh, yeah.
What if he gets his pubes on the bar soap?
Oh, don't do that.
He pees in your shower.
He's just an unhinged individual if he's willing to just shower in another man's home.
So I've looked at this gentleman, and he is. I'm going to say it. This guy is giving distant relative of one Pat Mahomes.
Dude, he's kind of a snack.
He's got a great jawline.
He's not
Like-
ugly.
He's kind of snatched up.
He's not ugly.
Does that change your thinking?
There are
Lock
girls
in on
that will
this guy?
see this mugshot and have similar
I
reactions
can
to what
fix
people
him.
say when mugshotties roll on the timeline.
Remember that super hot
Dude,
I do.
criminal?
Dave tagged mugshotties in some like random tweet, and I'm pretty sure that's like the most viral mugshotty I've ever seen.
They did not give me the hat tip. That's okay.
You were so early on it.
real mug shotties now.
I'm not one to implore someone to tag mugshotties in something, as that can put out a horny play for some people. But that was one where I was like, no, they need to get tagged. This is an all-time mugshotty. I don't know. I walk in and I might just like ask him if he wants a Vortex bottle and vibe.
You're gonna offer the dude who broke into your home and took a shower. You're gonna offer him a Vortex bottle.
I think it'd probably be better diffusing the
Diffuse.
situation than what you're going to do, which is just hold a gun to his head.
You know what I would say? I'd say, hey, you know what? Stay here. Continue the shower. I'm going to go get your towel. I'm going to throw it in the dryer for a minute. That way it's warm. So when you get out, yeah, and toss it to him.
It's very thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not the worst idea.
Was he on drugs? You gotta think, right?
I don't know. There wasn't any information about any blood alcohol level.
Did you see the woman who freaked out at the airport a couple days ago?
Oh, that was a hard one.
She's completely naked, and she was asking everyone around her to like F her, and she was screaming. It was really bad look.
She was trying to like grab police officers by the dick and like,
Completely naked.
yeah.
It's a horny play.
It was as bad as that one like squirting video at that party. It was pretty bad.
She
Man,
got tackled and arrested. It was a
Oh
whole
my
thing.
God, I forgot about that.
that was a lot.
Wait, there's video of this?
Like, why would you
It-
take drugs and then go try to get on a plane? Like drugs like that. That's like bath salt drug.
Yeah, I try not to do drugs before planes.
Especially the kind that make you strip naked and try to get strangers to have sex with you.
What happened to this lady? Did Elizabeth Warren spill her coffee at the airport, dude?
I searched for airport lady, and it's a tweet from 2019. Today I saw Elizabeth Warren in an airport talking to a lady who spilled her drink, and the senator helped her clean it up. Wow. Fuck. Well, let's just
That's
give her the
amazing
medal.
stuff. Thank you so
That's
much.
very cool.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth Warren.
So refreshing.
Yep, it's really great.
Elizabeth Warren.
Bro, let's go out this
Yeah, I
weekend. There's
would've
a
missed
crazy
that.
event happening.
I like to turn
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
Little more drills, let's go.
Let's let that gloop ride. That's enough of that. Hey, it's This Weekend in Fun, presented by our friends over at Bourbon and Beyond. I'm going to give you some logistics. September 19th through the 22nd. Where, you might be asking? The Highland Festival grounds at Kentucky Exposition Center in Louisville, Kentucky. If you're not familiar with Bourbon and Beyond, it's time to learn yourself some stuff. It's a unique, immersive festival experience that includes some of the best music talent around the country. We got Americana, classic rock, alternative, rock, roots, blues. But you're like, hey, Will, enough of the genres. It's kind of what the final round of the Olympics said. You know what I mean? Get it? John Rahm. Enough of the John Rahms, Dave.
That's really good.
Get it, dude?
That's
Dude,
really
it's so good. What if I told you Sting and Beck are headlining on Thursday? What if I told you that Dave Matthews Band and Tedeschi Trucks Band on Friday? Zach Bryan and Cody Jinks on Saturday? Does that interest you?
Mount Joy also.
We got Childers and My Morning Jacket on Sunday? Are you serious?
What an insane lineup this is.
Dylan heard 2 Mount Joy songs and made it his entire
I
personality.
love that, though. I love that,
I'm
though.
deep in their catalog, man. They're good.
Maren Morris.
I'd like to meet her in the middle at this festival. It's not just a music festival. They got an array of bourbon tastings and workshops showcasing America's best chefs in Louisville's bourbon and culinary culture, which does run deep. For more information on Bourbon Beyond, please visit bourbonandbeyond.com. They believe in quality over quantity. Please drink responsibly. There's a link to purchase tickets in the description of this episode. We'll see you there. Dylan, what are you getting into this weekend?
Thanks for asking, Will. Pretty light on the itinerary this weekend, actually, and those are my favorite weekends. I have really nothing planned, nothing at all. I'm open to stepping out Friday. I'll have an opportunity to step out if anyone's stepping out. Maybe a Matto Ranchos trip in my future.
Matto Ranchos.
I don't really know, though.
Let her talk. Let Sam Davis speak.
Taylor, right?
I don't know.
Taylor.
It's not Sammy Davis's daughter.
I don't think so, man.
Sammy Davis Jr.
I don't think so.
Call her Trip.
Yeah, I might do a Matto. I don't know, man. I got nothing.
You're not
really.
doing Matto Ranchos, dude.
Bitch, you don't
You're
know
not.
me.
You're not.
I might.
We know what you're doing. You're going to eat dinner and hang out with Chels. That's your weekend of fun.
Probably. I mean, that's
There you
probably.
go. You're going to go to Matt. You'll go to Matt's. You'll go to Matt's on Saturday evening.
You're not going to get Poncho style.
Bitch, you don't know me.
Poncho, that's an app.
Dude, that beef fajita meat on there, man. It's heavy. What, Dave?
Ricky just sent me something.
Yeah, sometimes things come through in
Sorry.
an email or a Slack in the middle of an episode, and all you want to do is just like don't jump into that.
I shouldn't have. I saw the Slack. And
No, that's exciting. Based on the early things that I've seen, I'm quite happy with the direction it's gone in. Oh, what are you doing, Dave?
My weekend is my Dylan.
My Dylan.
Oh, my Dylan.
Oh, my Dylan. I'll invite you to
Dylan.
Matt's Ranchos.
It may track with Dylan's weekend, minus Chelsea. No offense, Chelsea and I don't have any plans, but
Be kind of tight if you did.
He's not listening. I'm thinking it's going to be quite hot, so I think there might be a pool play with my son, and then I've been on the cusp of bringing him to the golf course just to hit some balls. I want to start the process of like him thinking the golf course is a fun place, get some ice cream at the course afterwards,
Okay.
the whole thing. This might be the weekend, but that's going to have to be in the morning because I'm not bringing him out there at like 4. It's too hot. He'll hate it.
What
I'll hate
about
it.
sunset?
Sunset? Maybe.
Kind of late.
Yeah.
It's like
It is-
92 degrees at sunset.
It's just, I don't know. But we might do that. I might do that and then take him straight to the pool.
It was over 90 when I drove in the other day. It was brutal.
I think Alyssa may have plans this weekend, Friday night. So I'll be home with the boys, getting them in bed, and then I may have Friday night to myself. Might fire up the Xbox. There is a backer in my DMs who wants to buy my Xbox, and if you're listening, hit me up again. It may be for sale. I need to.
Dave, we
upgrade.
got to upgrade you, dude.
I know.
You got to be playing NCAA.
I know. All in all, it's going to be one of those low key weekends. As the following weekend looks to be like very, very intense for me. So more on that next week.
You're going camping?
Yes, we're going down to Hunt.
It's an intense play.
Hunt, Texas. No,
It's good.
Will, what are you going to do?
I am going to Las Vegas, Nevada. I will be arriving Friday afternoon. I will be going to the Sphere to say a farewell to Dead & Company's residency there. I'm very excited about this. Going with our buddy Ryan. My wife was originally supposed to go. She's not going anymore. So I think I'm going to be trying to sleep in on this trip a little bit. It's been a while since I've seen after 8 a.m. I would love to just get a real nice sleep in. I don't have much to do. I'm not gambling. I'm limiting my drinking. So I don't like drinking in Vegas that much at this point. Kind of makes me anxious. And I think I'm just gonna hit up my crew over at Fontainebleau and say what up. We'll see how it goes. I'm returning very, very early on Sunday morning, which means that there is possibly a little trip in my crosshairs for lunch and or early dinner on Sunday.
Matto Ranchos.
Where? Oh.
We'll see. I don't do the post-airport Matto Ranchos anymore, mainly because I've heard of people getting their suitcases stolen out of the back of their car when they park their car there after going to the airport.
That ain't right.
No.
Dang.
That ain't right at all.
I'd be so bummed if I went to Matt's after flying in and
Oh.
just got my suitcase stolen out of my car.
You're just bloated off Bob Armstrong and salsa.
I go
Shit
buy a
got
bunch of
stolen.
You got to call American Express, ask them if they'll refund you anything.
Ugh.
They might.
Hmm.
You ever lose anything? Holler at American Express. They might dap you up.
Hey, you're going to be with noted point getter Taylor on this trip. So shout out to Taylor.
Yeah. Do you have any bits since you pre-hung out with two of the guys that I'm meeting on this trip? Do you have any bits that I can start shoehorning in that kind of play?
Oh,
Do they
man.
like Austin Powers jokes?
This Sam dude that you're going to meet, he loves talking politics. So beware.
Oh, sick. Perfect.
And then
That's exactly what you want to do at a Dead show.
no. He's a huge Dead and Co fan. Huge. Like ground floor. And then Taylor, I mean, he just gets points. That's all he does. So
Sounds like me.
you're gonna have a blast.
Sounds like me on the court, the hardwood.
He
Right.
scores basketball points.
Right,
is
that's
what he's
good,
saying.
dude.
Your hair is doing something different in the back than it was
Yeah,
at the
it's-
start of the show.
It's
It's really distracting.
I would love to get a haircut this week, even though I've been banned from doing it this week. But I've got a lot of hair on this head, my friend. It's just a lot going on. I don't know
There
what to
you
do
go.
with it, dude. It's just so much hair.
I shaved.
It's not even a mullet at this point. It's just long hair.
Yeah. You're starting to give English professor vibes.
I'm ready to get this. I'm ready to get this a little shortened up. I might just have Randy buzz me
long.
in the studio. Can Randy give me a haircut during the track house tomorrow?
Yeah. That'd be pretty funny.
No, it wouldn't. It would be. We can give someone a haircut. Can we give Parks a haircut during a track house episode? I want to put a Nike swoosh in the back of his head.
That's almost as bad as doing a TikTok dance next to your kid as it's in the hospital.
You're shaving your kid's head during a live stream of
Correct.
Golden
His
Tee.
hair is so long, man.
He's got Riz. I hear he's growing it out so he can perm the top.
Oh God! Today he asked me for a perm. Those kids do perms, right? That's why they're
They
all-
have to, right?
Yeah.
They put curlers in?
I don't know. It's not a good look.
It's not.
Dude, when I was a
Alright.
kid, my mom's curler machine, heats them up, I guess. I was always obsessed with that.
I was scared of it.
It fascinated me to no end.
It's a weird thing.
It's very weird. Do people still use them?
I don't know.
Some people.
Sick.
I might blow dry my hair now. Randy does it.
That's why it's so fluffy.
It's true.
You look cool, Randy.
I know I do.
You're fine.
I like what Dave said. You know, Dave, you're looking scrumdiddlyumptious.
You're my
As
absolute
always.
gecko.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Well.
Bye.
Bye.